Welcome back to the podcast with our experts here on the AI IXX channel. Our expert today is Manish Gupta. He is from Myanmar, and I'm very happy to have you here to discuss with you AI topics in finance. So welcome to our channel, and Manish, please start with a short introduction about yourself.
Thank you, Matt, for inviting me. Hello, viewers. First, I would say that I'm from India, but I'm working in Myanmar. Now I'm working as a chief financial officer for a very large hotel chain here. We are the best hotel company in Myanmar. And I have been working as a finance head for almost 14 years now. When 2 years back, the AI, when we have been using AI tools in terms of data analytics, in terms of Power BI, for data analysis, before the generative AI boom started to come. But ever since the generative AI has started, I took a particular interest because I am quite enthusiastic in trying out new technology for automation. You can call it because I'm a bit lazy to do the manual hard work. So I always try to find the shortcuts to do things faster. When I was working as an auditor, I developed quite a lot of macros in Excel. There used to be a database software called IXX. So I used to create the automation for carrying out my audit work so that I could, spend more time on learning rather than doing the manual data entry. So, whenever this generative AI came on, I said that this is a very good opportunity. So I started to work around it to see how I can use in my daily life as well as for my organization to see whether we can reduce the automation, because I like quite a lot of this.
That is fully true. But you are one of the few. You are one of the few CFOs I know who is so passionate about AI. Most other CFOs I'm talking with, they have heard about AI, but they are not doing anything in this field.
Okay. Yeah, I think it may be because of my passion in technology. I taught myself a bit of programming to try, and so I was saying that I am quite passionate in technology, especially the programming. I taught myself C+ when I was like very young, and I was very interested in the computer and tech startups. Yeah, and as well as I developed quite a few of my own LMS to start working on it. So I'm quite passionate about the technology. So yes, when the generative AI came, I became quite interested because definitely I don't want to be left behind in this race to be able to automate. Because ultimately, as a CFO, my job in organization is to make sure we use the latest solutions to enhance the profitability and productivity of our own organization, right? And because I do have a passion for teaching as well. So whenever there is a new topic, new technology, I'm quite interested to learn it, and then I want to share it. So I have a few courses. I have launched one course on AI IXX as well on ChatGPT AI for finance professionals.
Can you tell us a bit more about this course? What are we going to see in this course? What are users going to learn there? What is your target, or what is the right target group for this course?
Yeah, definitely. So this course I have created based on my own experiences of how I see AI can help. So at this point of time, this is one part of my series of courses that I would be putting on AI IXX. So this one is for general finance and accounting professionals. So anybody who is working in accounting or finance, or entrepreneurs who want to do something with the accounting or with the financial analysis, data analysis, they can also take this course to really learn and see what kind of possibilities are there. So in this particular course, I am exploring my own experience and see that, okay, what are the use cases possible in different life cycles. So we are talking about bookkeeping, we are talking about data analysis, we are talking about financial modeling, budgeting, and other normal tasks as a financial controller, as a CFO. Many of these I have used in my own personal experience, like for learning about the accounting standard, creating the SOPs, or creating the onboarding for my staff. So I wish many of these are tools and use cases that I wish I was able to do when I was implementing my ERP. But now, since this is never too late, right?
Yeah, yeah. Perfect. Yeah. So the people who are waiting a bit longer, they are now benefiting from your experience.
That's right. So you can say like that. Those who have not really done any research, so they can benefit from this particular research. They will be able to save their hundreds of hours. I spend about 1 to 2 hours on a daily basis in researching and carrying out what works with the AI and what does not work. Because not everything is actually done by AI. Not everything is possible to be done by AI. There are a few things I have tried. Okay, I want to do, let's say I want to create a journal entry for my booking flow. So AI can do some part, but it's not able to do or replace us at this point of time. And many finance professionals, they may be worried that what will happen if the AI is taking over? Would we lose jobs? Or there would be many automations that may lead to the job losses for masses. So to that way, I'm also quite seeing where this technology is going and what is the focus. So at this point of time, I see most of the focus is on not on accounting yet at this point of time. They are more on like picture generation, blocks generation, content generation, which is not really the core of AI, but core of finance. But I do see many tools which are getting developed, which are helping the users. Let's say a startup is there, right? And they want to do the accounting by themselves. They want to do the automation of accounting. So there are many tools where they can just work with one of the staff. So in the past, we used to have AR, AP, and bank reconciliation and all those kind of tasks. But now with these latest software, which are also adopting the AI-powered machine learning applications, they are automating almost everything. So you don't really need an army of accountants to do a basic job. But so that is going to happen for sure, 100%. If any finance professional or any accounting professional is going to stick to the traditional knowledge only of the accounting or accounting standards, they may lose their job, definitely. But if they are able to upgrade themselves into the soft skills, let's say they are able to make a decision, they understand the business, they understand the analytical points, they are able to communicate with the people, they will still be able to, learn, and they will be still be able to gain jobs, more recognition and more compensation as well.
Fully agree. What do you think are the, let's say, 1, 2, 3 most important use cases when you see AI in finance or in accounting?
I think at this point of time, the most important part is ability to teach. Because what I have felt is as well is like many companies are using different accounting softwares. And many times when somebody, and there is a huge turnover, employee turnover is there as well, right? So when you want to hire a new employee, you always have to teach them on a step-by-step basis. Oh, how you do it, where you click, where you do it. And it's very painful. It takes time. It loses the productivity, definitely. So I think the AI tools, there are many now AI tools which can help you onboard the new user without much of difficulty. Plus, there is always a knowledge transfer, knowledge gap. So the accountant might already know many things about your suppliers, about your employees, about your bookkeeping, about the data, about the trends in the things. So if that person leaves the company, the new person will have very difficult time to understand it again. And then again, lose the time. But basically, they can learn definitely. But the important thing is to lose the time, to be able to hit the ground running. So AI is going to help in that. I have seen the use cases, and I am talking about that in my course as well. How you can actually enable the knowledge transfer, which you already possess, into the new person immediately without they have to spend a lot of time in learning. So that's the one use case. Second use case I see is data analysis. That nowadays we are generating data, and data is in silos. You have your sales data, you have your accounting data, you have your market data. So at the moment you are doing the data analysis, but putting the data in separate silos and not able to connect that pretty well. So AI definitely is going to take that data from different silos and able to analyze that. That is another use case. And then there are other small use cases like business planning, presentations, note taking. Like we are doing the podcast now, the AI assistant can take all the notes, make a nice summary, and you can just issue out. Before I started using the note taking app, I'm using a note taking app. I have shown that in my course as well. Fireflies. So before that, my a lot of my time was there to write out the minutes, because obviously I have to take minutes for myself to remind and to remind another person of what action they have to take. Now we don't have to do it. We just invite our meeting assistant. Meeting assistant record everything. They take a nice note summary of what we discussed, and voila, we finish the 30-minute job into 2 minutes. So productivity increase definitely is going to be there.
Fully agree. Coming back to the data issue, what you just described, I think a very big challenge for AI is the quality of data many companies have. So if you see these data silos, what you just talked about, but on the other hand, if the quality of the data is not right, then the analysis you get through AI is also not right. So how can you make sure that the initial data gets better, which I think is a problem of that many companies are facing?
Yeah, I think you have touched upon a very important aspect, and that reminds me to add one more module in my course, the data cleaning. So I have been teaching data analysis as well, and when I teach in Power BI, when I teach in the Excel, and even though when I was doing the experimenting with the AI tools for financial data analysis, that is a very valid thing. A lot of data, it's not in a optimized structure. So there are data errors, there are the labeling errors, there are missing data, or the data does not match with the other source. There is no unique identification of the data points or connectivity between the two different systems. So those problems, I think, can be sorted by the ETL. There are many ETL softwares or the database softwares where we need to put in the data. Let's say you want to put in Power BI. Okay, you can you can connect and you can sort the data out. Use their powerful transformation technologies to clean the data first, and then you put it into the AI. Because when I tried, especially with the generative AI, I tried to upload 2 different files. One file was very badly formatted, so the data structure was not clean. So half of the 90% of the AI, the ChatGPT time was to clean the data, and that was also not very successful, because when you want to use like generative AI tools for data analysis, they are not really very useful. The better way or the best way is to use AI to be able to create the codes for your apps, or you develop the apps for data analysis, or to analyze, take insights from the data, not for cleaning the data. So AI is very bad. I mean, at the moment, generative AI is very bad in cleaning the data and then using it for analysis. It's okay, it's good for if the data is already clean, you already have summarized, or like the basic reports are there. It can create the insights because it knows the pattern of the previous analysis. So that's how it is able to do that. So I think we have to split out the responsibility of how we are going to use the AI. That's a very important point here. We cannot use AI for cleaning the data. We have to implement the automation principles to clean the data and to store the data properly. We use the AI for creating insights. and only, not really to collect the data. That's the important thing.
So I'm very much looking forward to your course. I think everyone who is working in finance should see this course, because I think artificial intelligence is not stopping in front of any company. So everyone should really take a look at AI, how AI can help in finance. And for this, I think you are the perfect trainer, and your course seems to be very, very interesting.
Thank you, Mark. Definitely, and there will be not only this one course. There will be a series of other courses that I'm working on. AI for data analysis, AI for planning, the budgeting and planning. And what I have seen is the AI does not give you the result. AI is not a silver bullet where you think that, okay, now I have adopted AI. Okay, AI will do everything and I will sleep in my bed. That is not how it's going to be. AI will make you work more because you have to make sure that data you are providing to AI is clean and you are actually acting on the insight. So we may get the starting point of the data. We may get the starting starting work. Like there is always I have heard of a term called writer's block. When you want to write, let's say, an article, if you start with a blank sheet, it's very hard to put out the words, right? But if you have something written in front of you, maybe 1,000 words, it's very easy to take out the words and edit the things, right? So that's very good for those who are not very good with writing. So when I want to write an article, I normally ask AI, okay, do you write an article based on your knowledge? And then I go and edit that, because definitely I know what I want to write, but I just don't want to write on a blank paper. Also, that's a issue, because I am not a professional writer. So similar way for financial analysis, for budgeting, for planning, everything, AI can remove the writer's block. It can give you the structure. It can give you the different perspectives, so say how you want to do the planning, can guide you in that process to make sure that you don't miss out anything. Right. And when by that time, when you have done the first draft work, then you have to actually start your work and say, okay, this is the structure I need to fill out, how I'm going to get the details. So there's a still AI, I would say maybe can help you 10-15%, not 100% yet. And the moment it's able to do 100%, probably we will be having a very, different conversation at that point of time.
What's going to happen with finance departments who are not implementing any AI tools, who say this is not interesting for us, we do in the traditional way? What's going to happen to those departments or to those companies?
I think those companies will face the challenge maybe a bit better. I will not say that they will go extinct. They will go extinct in a longer period of time in any ways. But if they are not really ready to adopt the AI and they really want to continue to go back to the normal ways, they would face a lot of troubles with those who are actually adopting. So for example, like if let's say somebody have a habit of clearing the bill in 2 seconds, because they just upload the slip and the bill is automatically processed by the system, a payment is already created by the due date. So and the supplier is able to see that in the portal because it's automated, right? Those companies which are still running on the manual systems, they will face it very difficult the suppliers will find it very difficult to work. So they will not be able to find talent. They will not, because the work culture in those organizations is going to be really, really different. So instead of using your brain, you're using your hands and other things to do the thing. So I think they will face very, very big competitive challenges. And as a whole organizational culture, they will not be able to move very fast in this market adoption rates. So if you have it's like, you are running a car, a fancy Porsche, but your engine is, or some part of your Porsche is like outdated, right? From the old Toyota. So your car will still run for a while, but you will have a rough ride.
Yeah. Okay, that's a very good comparison. If you look back the last months and years, when was the time that you recognized for yourself that AI is really a transformative tool, that this will change the way of finance? Do you have any point in time in the past where you say this was the point where I recognized that this is really a revolution, something which is changing the way I'm currently working?
When there is a software called Zero. So when I actually first saw the Zero, I mean they launched before the AI, they launched a auto recommendation for accounting entry. So what happens is when you say they have a dedicated email address, and when you want to send a bill, you want to record a bill in the Zero. Before that, we used to create a manual data entry. Who is the supplier, how much the amount, and there's all the things, right? And we upload the bill manually. It takes around 2-3 minutes per bill. Now, we just have to send the bill to that particular email address. It will extract all the details, will fill in it for you, automatically recognize. You just have to go, double check everything is in order, and then click approve, finish. So when I see that, oh wow, that's like a journey, magical journey. If I have to adopt, let's say 5-10 bills in a day, it's okay. You can do manually, no problem. But imagine if you have 1,000 bills a day to do, you will not be able to get that done in even with the 10 peoples or 5 peoples. So, but with this technology, definitely you can do, just one person can do everything. So that is definitely their role of technology. I will not say only AI. AI is going to enhance the speed of adoption, but the technology itself is changing. So when we started from calculators to computers to automated accounting systems, now accounting systems to AI-enabled accounting systems, we definitely will see the finance department shrinking. I have seen myself when I started 7 years ago, when I started in this particular organization, I have almost 150 people in my finance team. Now at this point of time, we are only around 50. And I think with the we are still using legacy system, because our property management system is not AI enabled yet. But moment it is able to integrate with that, I'm damn sure that it can be reduced to maybe 10 people or 15 people at most.
So if you look 5 years ahead, so now in 5 years, do you think this will already be the case, that there are only 10 people needed, or how do you think the finance department will look like in, for example, 5 years time?
I think 3 years, not 5 years. In 3 years, definitely it is going to happen. It is going to surely happen. And I have been actually working with a company. They are into developing the AI agents. So what I'm talking to them is to develop a finance agent, which can talk to the data which is already there in the accounting system and help you. So you don't have to ask your financial controller or your accountant to pull up any particular data. You just have to type in the request, and the agent will go and collect and prepare everything and give it to you. So you can imagine the job is not, definitely the intelligent job, so-called intelligent job of creating reports from the data is also can be done by AI agent. And that's what at the moment I'm working on with a company to develop a AI agent based on finance. So definitely, I think in next 3 years, probably 3 to 4 years, we will definitely see a sharp reduction in the finance team all over the place, all over the world.
That was a really interesting talk, Manish. Thank you very much for your time. And most importantly, thank you very much that you are an expert on AIX, because your expertise in finance and accounting, this is really remarkable. And I'm looking forward to more great talks with you, for more trainings from your side. And also very important, if anyone wants to use Manish as an expert, his expertise in his company, you can also book him via AIX. I'm very happy to have you. Thank you very much for your time, and see you very, very soon.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mark.
All the best.
Okay. Thank you.